please, don't try anything that you're about to see us do at home. Ever.
On this episode of MythBusters, it's martial arts mayhem.
That's intense, man.
As Adam and Jamie focus once again on the secret world of ninja.
Pain is your friend.
To check out the 1-inch punch. Then Tori, Carrie, and Grant explore the myth of the underwater blowpipe assassin. And the boys settle once and for all if a real ninja can snatch an arrow.
Archers, draw.
Who are the MythBusters? Adam Savage. And Jamie Heineman.
If I'm really good, I'll get 9 fish.
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience. Joining them, Grant Imahara.
I be the scurvy dog.
Tori Belleci.
That buzz just came out of nowhere.
And Carrie Byron.
Right on the money, Penny.
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
You know, there are a lot easier ways to kill a fly.
Yes, but not more precise than the ninja method.
I suppose that means that we're doing ninja myths again?
Indeed, you are correct. Flying walrus. 3 is the number of myths we must test in this journey. The first is underwater blow dart assassination. The second would be the famous 1-inch punch. And the third, they say we must catch an arrow again, for we got this wrong the first time.
Nice work.
Why, thank you.
Unlike the samurai, ninjas don't have a fighting code. They just do whatever it takes to get the job done. Their ruthless dispatch of enemies spawned a rich mythology, and that's why they're familiar territory to the MythBusters. But Ninja Rep took a nosedive when Adam and Jamie proved ninjas couldn't walk on water or catch a sword with their bare hands.
Slides right through.
And it was 0 for 3 when the boys proved Shadow Warriors had no show of catching a full-flight arrow.
Myth is busted. This is what it would take to catch an arrow.
But the fans disagreed, and hell hath no fury like a ninja fan scorned.
What did they say we got wrong?
Well, the fans complained that our robo-arrow catching hand was way too close to our robo-arrow shooting bow, and that if it was farther away, they reasoned the arrow would be going slower, and that would make it easier to catch.
That's easy enough to test. Is that it?
Sadly, no. Tons of people wrote us and said they've seen footage of people catching arrows. Why didn't we bring one of those people onto the show to test with?
So we've got to get a real ninja and bring him on the show.
I don't know where we're going to find one, but yeah, I think we have to.
We'll let them find that ninja later, and start with the arrow speed test.
One of the primary complaints was that we were firing all of our arrows for the arrow catch test from too close, from point-blank range, and that if the arrows were going from farther away, they'd be going slower and thus be easier to catch. Well, our understanding of the physics is there's very little difference between 10 feet and 50 feet, and we're about to do some tests that hopefully will prove that.
To find out, Jamie will fire arrows at increments of 10 feet.
In this test, we're going to use the high-speed camera and this scale to measure the speed of the arrow right as it hits the target.
Ready to take the first shot from point-blank?
I am.
Jamie's going to use a full-strength pull on each arrow.
That's it.
And 60 feet.
Oh. Well, I think you killed something, sir.
Now, where did that arrow go?
All right, this is 70 feet.
I thought this was a ninja special, not night special.
This is what I had lying around. Go!
That ought to work.
So, what did they find out?
Well, we did pretty good. There's effectively no difference. You were consistently between 171 and 179 miles per hour.
So what this means for our test is that it doesn't matter how far away the shooter is from the catcher. The arrow is going to be going about the same speed.
And that means the iron fist in the leather glove experiment gets the thumbs up.
Those results were pretty clear.
They were. It's true. This is something we've known about for a while, and I'm really glad we got to show it on the show, that the speed of an aerodynamic projectile like an arrow has a very low drop-off in speed from the moment it leaves the shooter to the moment it hits its target.
That means we were right, and the fans were wrong.
I guess if you want to harp on that, yes, that's true. Now, I think we can put this one away, and it's time to bring out our real ninja.
Just wait till you meet him.
Getting an elusive Shadow Warrior wasn't easy. But the MythBusters research team not only tracked one down, they got the best in the world.
Have you seen our ninja?
No, but I'm not sure we'd know whether it was here or not.
Hi, I'm your ninja. I'm Anthony Kelly.
You don't look much like a ninja.
No, I only have my street clothes on. Give me 1 second.
Wow.
That's more like it.
Okay, fans, you, the viewers, demanded we get a real ninja. And despite his non-ninja appearance and Australian accent, he is the best in the business.
Well, Anthony might not look like your classic idea of a ninja, but don't take our word for it. We're going to put him into our holodeck here and run him through some of his paces to see what he can do.
So is our ninja fast enough to catch a full-speed arrow? Well, there's only one way to find out. See if he can catch tennis balls.
A thoughtful person might just ask, what does catching one of these have to do with catching one of these? Well, it's all about reaction time, and Anthony has fast reflexes. That's what this is about.
So before the ninja catches any arrows, they're going to measure the speed of his handiwork.
Okay, I'm going to keep time on the stopwatch and count on the clicker.
All right, let's go, boys.
He's so ready.
Now, catching tennis balls may not seem all that hard,
And go!
but those balls are traveling at 85 miles an hour.
That's more or less the speed of a Major League fastball. But at 26 feet away, he's standing twice as close to the pitcher. 15. The ninja has less than a fifth of a second to react. He blinks. He'll miss it.
22 and time. Wow! Oh, goodness me.
22.
This could be a new world record.
It sure is.
We have it clear as day on high-speed camera, Anthony catching that ball as it comes into him. Apparently, he's set a new world record. We'll see how Adam does.
Later, the ninja arrow catch. But next, Tori tackles hypothermia ninja style. A ninja arrow is hot stuff. But can a shadow warrior catch one in full flight? To find out, a real ninja's been put through his reaction paces with tennis balls.
21.
But Adam didn't think it looked too difficult.
I have to try this. Can I try this?
And Jamie's more than happy to oblige.
We all know I don't have any particular problem with administering a little pain to Adam. You said you'd do it.
I will. I'm going to let a couple go by me and then you start.
Now, Adam's a tad apprehensive. Because the last time he was on the receiving end of Janie and the machine,
I'm ready, Jamie.
Jamie almost tore him a new belly button.
I keep forgetting that you have no heart or soul.
So branding Adam with balls is Janie's idea of fun.
Knock yourself out.
Here we go. Oh, crap, that's so fast. Oh, ow. Oh,
Pain is your friend.
oh. Ah, I caught it. Oh, God.
You don't want pain? Catch the freaking ball.
Ow. Ow. That's intense, man. They come fast. You want to try it?
No.
Dude, I'm all red. It's not as bad as the paintball, but it's definitely going to hurt.
Replays of Adam's slow-motion suffering make it pretty clear why he won't be graduating ninja school anytime soon.
This absolutely confirms why we brought Anthony on the show. And this is why I'm no longer the one trying to catch arrows.
So ninjas, what do we got?
This is a classic ninja myth that's all about assassination.
But this is specifically an underwater ambush.
So imagine you have a target. The only time he's unprotected is when he takes his morning walk by the lake.
Okay.
So you grab some poison darts and a blowgun, you hang out underneath the water, and when your target walks by, you attack.
So you're using your blow dart gun as a breathing tube.
Exactly.
That's wild.
It's like a ninja.
In their art of stealth arsenal, the blowgun, or fukiya, was a ninja's deadly weapon. But does the myth of doubling as a snorkel hold water? The story goes, a shadow warrior would slip into a pond, stay hidden for hours, breathing easy through his blow tube. When his unsuspecting target finally turned up, the ninja's poison dart would quickly carry out its carnage.
All right, this is pretty complicated, so let's break it down into its elements.
All right, well, first of all, we need to see how long somebody can stay underwater, because if you're underneath the water for a long period of time, there's a possibility you could get hypothermia.
And we need to see if we can build an accurate blowgun using only the materials that an ancient ninja would have.
And we need to find out if you can aim underwater, because you need to correct for refraction.
All right, well, then the hard part is going to be breathing through the blowgun, loading the dart while you're underneath the water, and then making that lethal shot.
So, first up, Tori's going to put his life on the line.
Stop right there, that's good.
Today, we're going to test exposure to cold water. And to do that, Tori has kindly volunteered to jump into our tank of 66-degree temperature water.
That's about the average temperature of a lake in Japan during fall. But they're not throwing Tori completely in at the deep end.
Here you go, buddy.
Ew, it smells too.
He will have some protection.
Well, apparently, ninjas used to rub animal fat all over their bodies and then put a leather suit on before they got into cold water to act as like a wetsuit.
All right, so you're going to write on this board how you feel. 1 is you're okay, you're good to go, all the way up to 10, which is I think I've got hypothermia, get me out of here now.
Sounds easy enough.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Just stay underwater until you're almost dead.
Quite honestly, under that cold water, I don't think Tori's gonna last very long. I feel like, 10, 15 minutes, and he's just gonna be cold and have to get out.
In water this cold, he could die in as little as 2 hours. And just 10 minutes in, Tori's already struggling.
Let's ask him what number he's at.
5. He's colder.
In case Tori hits real trouble, paramedics are on standby. They know what to look for.
Symptoms of hypothermia would include starting to shiver, lethargy, being confused, lack of coordination.
Other than the shivering, that's how he is normally, so it's going to be a little tough for us to tell.
It's even harder to pick when he's underwater, which he's now been for 45 chilly minutes.
7.
Okay, it's pretty cold.
He's pretty uncomfortable.
In water this cold, Tori's losing body heat 32 times faster than he would normally.
His breathing's really getting ragged.
And the shaking's getting worse.
Oh, he's coming up. He's coming up. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's it.
All right.
Okay, quick, let's get your temperature.
Okay, first thing.
Carrie and Grant need to check if he's critical,
All water out of your mouth?
to see whether he can recover on his own or to call in the cavalry.
You can get out now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Now, given that Tori's just, a regular guy of average health, that is a very good performance.
It was harder than I thought it was going to be. The longer I was in there, the harder it was to breathe.
You lasted an hour. I didn't think it would be that long.
Considering you don't have any cold water training, that looks pretty good for the Smith.
Yeah, so we just did the exposure test. Now on to the fun part.
That wasn't the fun part.
No, now we're going to do the blowgun test.
Yes!
Later in the show, the 1-inch punch. Fact or fiction? But next, can the ninja snatch an arrow? All good ninja movies have a showdown, and the MythBusters Ninja Special is no different.
So our ninja feels pretty confident that he can catch an arrow. Now, maybe holding 7 world records in catching stuff and the fact that he calls himself the arrow catcher has something to do with that. But that's not good enough for us. We've got to see it.
Before I start shooting at Anthony, I think I need a little target practice.
Now, unlike a real battle, the ninja has put in a request.
Anthony wants me to stand exactly 26 feet away and fire past him, not directly at him.
How's it going, Judy? Hitting the dot?
I'm getting him bunched in pretty tight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready for taking a crack at the real ninja?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get Anthony.
Anthony's also requested I don't do a full draw,
Ready for you, sir.
to release my arrows at only about half to 3/4 strength.
So this is the moment the fans have been waiting for. Will Ninja Dumb be vindicated or shamed? Can a real ninja really catch an arrow? That'd be a no. But he's a ninja. He's not about to give up without a fight.
Jamie's arrows are traveling about 120 miles an hour. So at 26 feet, our ninja has about 1/8 of a second to react.
He missed again. This sure is a tough challenge, and fast looking like myth busted.
Wow, dropped it.
Until finally, he got one.
Nice catch.
And now he's got his eye in.
Oh, ninja!
the ninja caught the arrow. Maybe the fans were right.
Our ninja was in fact able to catch an arrow, which is impressive. But we should note that it was at a set distance. I wasn't doing a full draw on the bow. I was precisely controlling the situation to give him the arrow exactly where he needed it.
But catch it he did. So maybe it's time to break out a slice of humble pie.
Our ninja caught the arrow. Are you feeling vindicated now? Our ninja caught the arrow? Hold on, don't get so cocky, buddy. We got a lot in store for that ninja to come.
Blowpipes are a great assassination accessory. But can a ninja use one to perform underwater slaughter? Tori's already beaten exposure.
Oh, that's it.
All right.
Okay.
So now it's on to the blowpipes.
So we've got exposure. The next test is accuracy.
Okay, let's make blowguns and blow darts.
Okay.
Just for fun, let's have a little contest and see how much ninjosity you actually have.
I think there should be some rules, though. Like, the blowgun itself should blend into the pond, so natural materials only.
How much time do we have?
End of the day.
All right. Okay. All right.
With ninja blueprints thin on the ground, it'll be everyone for themselves to use their ninjanuity to make a winning weapon.
It's not a game of how hard you hit. It's how accurate you are.
Now, building a bamboo blowgun is tricky.
Bamboo grows in sections with joints, so you have to remove the bumps and notches to make sure the dart won't catch in the barrel or lose air around the sides.
Tori and Grant are done. Meanwhile, Carrie's decided the non-cheating rule doesn't apply to her.
You may have noticed I put a metal tube inside of my bamboo blowgun, and that might be considered cheating. I mean, metal is natural. It does come from this earth, so not entirely cheating.
3 different blowguns. 3 different ninjas. Only one will win the right to be the underwater assassin.
All right, here's dart number 1.
You're really accurate if you're aiming for the background.
That's 3 darts close, but no cigar. Now, Grant's natural material blowgun has had a last-minute alteration.
Well, if you want accuracy, you should try the laser sight. Grant's got a laser sight on it.
Wait a minute.
I know!
Did ninjas have lasers?
Hey, no. Modern ninjas do.
Laser sights have some advantages and some disadvantages.
Oh, don't look out the barrel! Don't look out the barrel! Oh!
It's a self-sabotaging blow dart gun.
All right, step up to the
I
plate.
gotta save the palace. Step back. Step back.
If Carrie can't score, they'll have no weapon to test the myth.
Oh! In the face! Oh!
That is in the exact center.
She's like a ninja.
Ah, 2 out of 3 ain't
I
bad.
think you definitely won.
I totally cheated. I've got a tube in there.
What?
What? Oh, you cheated! The man with the laser sight!
Now, there are sore losers,
I'm Mr. Ninja.
and then there's Grant and Tori.
See that? That's without cheating.
You know, Carrie might be the master ninja now. We'll see tomorrow when she's underwater.
They were really mad. They're kind of scaring me now.
Coming up,
Our ninja has proved his skill with a single archer and a single arrow. Now it's time to find out how he fares against 3 archers and 3 arrows.
Please, don't try anything you're about to see us do at home. Ever.
Adam and Jamie are pitting science against a shadow warrior. So far, the ninja has proven he can indeed catch an arrow. But even before the fan chorus of Told Ya So's had subsided, the MythBusters were flagging a foul.
So how did he do? Did our ninja catch the arrow?
Well, technically yes, but he had some requirements. I had to stand at a set distance. I had to shoot the arrow in front of him where his hand was going to be, not at him. And I couldn't pull the bow back to its full draw. I had to kind of do it like this.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is give our fans a cold, hard dose of battle-hardened reality. Those bows need to be drawn at full strength. Those arrows need to be aimed directly at our ninja, and he can't know from which direction the deadly arrow is going to come.
Basically, you're trying to kill him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's hope the ninja has good health insurance.
Look, our ninja caught the arrow. He totally did. But that's not the myth we're talking about. We're talking about a ninja in battle. He hears an arrow being released from its string. He plucks it out of the air. That's what we want to see, and that's the kind of scenario we're about to set up for Anthony.
To test the ninja's maximum mettle, Adam and Jamie have created a battle zone.
In a real battle situation, there may be multiple archers, and you're not going to know who's firing when. So that's what we've got to replicate next.
The plan is to use 3 archers, Jamie, and 2 secret shooters, all firing straight at the ninja's body.
Soon our ninja will know. The MythBusters challenge!
This time, Adam's making damn sure the odds are stacked in his favor. His secret shooters are the ninja's nemesis, other ninjas.
These are our ninja archers. I can't tell you who they are. If you knew, you'd already be dead.
Now, there's just one slight problem with firing lethal arrows at a ninja. It's that they are, well, lethal. That seriously needs sorting. So back at base, Adam's building some less than lethal arrows.
We'll see.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Adam's arrow went into the ninja, but the lethal metal tip didn't.
Oh! It didn't go through the thing!
It seems safe, but he won't be the one on the not-so-pointy end. With rubber-tipped arrows, the ninja won't die. But will he be able to catch them and defeat the forces of evil ranged against them? It's a classic Shadow Warrior showdown. A lone ninja.
Everybody's ready?
Evil assassins at every turn. And Jamie.
Archers, draw.
If this were a movie, the ninja's victory would be assured. But this isn't a movie. It's more like a firing squad. What? And the ninja just took 3 direct hits.
Okay, stand down.
Well, Anthony is absolutely a good sport. But so far under battle conditions, it's not looking good for the myth. No arrows have been caught.
Archers, draw.
At this range, with no cover, the ninja is a sitting duck. So Adam decides to give him a bit more room to move.
Okay, all right, stand down.
In the interest of giving Anthony an even better chance, I'm going to back up all 3 of the archers 10 paces, another 10 meters, so they'll all be at about 60 feet away from him before they fire.